The fact of the matter is, sir, which you also didn't point out, but I will, so we get this straight, is that we're actually seeing a decline in homicides and shootings. Yes, sir.
Sir, we are done.
Sir. Okay.
We're done.
No. Let him ask his follow-up question so he doesn't claim that somehow we're being biased and slighting the guy from Newsmax. Please, sir, it's 6:30 going on 7. Ask your follow-up question.
Well, my follow-up question is simply this. Many residents in Chicago feel that you've lost control of the city. Now it appears as though you've lost control of the Chicago City Council. Do you owe an apology to the victims of violent crime, the thousands of unsolved shootings and murders and stabbings and random stabbings in the downtown and the south side and the north side and the west side? Do you owe these people any apology?
So once again, sir, I ask you to get your facts right. Crime is not out of control in our city. In fact, crime is on the decline. All of our major indices showed a decline in crime, and our homicides and our shootings year over year are down. That's a fact, sir. Disappointed that they're not doing more to take safety and make it a priority. We still have retailers that won't institute plans like having security officers in their stores, making sure that they've got cameras that are actually operational. Great disappointment to me personally, the superintendent, and truly all involved. No excuses. We must do better.
Ho ho to all my hoes. It is I, Santa Leon, bringing you Christmas cheer right before you have to spend an entire day around family members you don't know or not even like. I am here to remind you all of a simple thing on this Christmas season, and it is that once you take law out of areas, there will be unlawful activity. And despite all these different people coming up with these ideas of defunding or abolishing the police, it all comes down to what a person does once the police are gone. And we have seen crime spike in certain cities, and no one seemingly has an answer for that. No one wants to respond when asked, what are you going to do about all this crime? And there is no greater example of someone dodging questions or shifting blame or blaming race or what they got between their legs than my my second favorite, I can't deny, Joy Reid. My second favorite black person, Beetlejuice herself, Lori Lightfoot. She has had a weather storm of people criticizing her and how she's handling all the crime in her city, seemingly not doing anything about it and blaming other people. But imagine my surprise when I saw this. Chicago mayor who pushed for $80 million to defund the police now pleads for the feds to save the city. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, who last year proposed cutting $80 million from her city's police budget, publicly pleaded with the feds on Monday to bolster the ranks of her city's cops amid a surge in shootings and homicides. Lightfoot called on U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland to send agents from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives to the Windy City for 6 months on a crackdown on illegal guns. We cannot continue to endure the level of violence that we are now experiencing. I feel the urgency every day. The desperation move made Lightfoot, who said she opposes the defund of police movement, the second big city Democratic mayor in days to announce dramatic steps to restore law and order as crime spirals out of control. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the beauty of what it means to actually see the shit for what it is. Everybody who saw this told everybody who's for the defund the police thing to come up with another step. Don't just say defund the police. Don't just say take money. Don't just say take out resources. You need a plan for when the crime is still happening, because I don't know if you know this or not, but just because you get rid of the police doesn't mean crime is gonna stop. It doesn't mean that, oh my God, there are no more police, I can go get a job. Oh my God, there's no officer chasing me down the street, I can finally finish high high school and get my GED. Oh my God, there's no police officer chasing me or hunting me down because I'm black. I can finally do all the things I thought I could do before the police ruined any of my chances. No, you still got criminals. You still got looters. You still got people who want to cause harm to others. You got people who want to steal from others. And what has been baffling to me and anyone who's pointed this out is that there's been a lack of doing anything other than just saying, you don't know what you're talking about, and oh, you're just claiming I'm being biased, and I'm black, and I'm a woman, and I'm this, and I'm that. It was so obvious. If you are a leader and your community is in shambles, you have to be a leader and protect them. Protect them. And she was not doing that. She was not doing a good job at doing that. And so thankfully, now, after all this time, after all these people getting robbed, after all these people getting not lived anymore.
Necessarily trying to defend the business, but we wanted to go clean up. We wanted to let people know we were in support. We wanted to just be there.
But as her husband Ralph was trying to clean up outside, Alvarez says she turned to see him on the ground in front of a large crowd, unconscious.
I started to scream. I tried to wake him. He wouldn't wake back up. And I tried to call for the police. No one was picking up. I tried to call from the phone in there. No one was picking up. And people just kept coming by and just looking at him, and I wanted him to wake up.
When she went to help him, that's when she says she was attacked.
A woman came out of nowhere and hit me over the back with the crowbar.
Alvarez finally got through to 911 on her cell phone. She says her husband was taken to Stroger Hospital with a serious head injury.
The people that did this, the people that I saw, they weren't protesters. Protesters have a cause. This is a struggle. We're angry. We're angry at what is happening. But this is our city. They're tearing, whoever this is, looters, they are tearing it down.
The pain is still raw for Hok Tong Kim, a first-generation Korean American and small business owner.
I couldn't sleep almost 2 days. I think I only sleep a couple hours.
His store, City Fashion in Bronzeville, was ransacked Sunday night. Thieves smashed the windows,
I lose around $350,000.
taking with them thousands of dollars worth of clothes, shoes, and accessories.
I'm so unlucky. I don't have any insurance. I have only liability.
Kim painstakingly watched the devastation from the parking lot, only leaving the store after dozens of calls from his family begging him to come home. He stood strong, wrench in hand, guarding the store for hours, pleading with looters to leave it alone.
I explained to them, please don't break the window. This is small business. I'm the owner here.
From the city's central business district, where nearly every pharmacy, grocery, and convenience store remains closed, to the south and west sides of Chicago, residents already hit hard by the state's stay-at-home order are now having a hard time meeting their most basic needs.
Just everything, my blood pressure, my pain medication, my statin. You know, those are the three major medications that I get.
77-year-old Norma Bradley lives across the street from the Walgreens on 79th Street in Racine. It was, along with several other businesses in the area, severely damaged following this weekend's looting. It is now closed, as are 7 of the chain's other 8 stores in a 3-mile radius.
We got 3 senior homes right here in walking distance, and this is the only way they can get to their medicine.
For those living in areas that are already food deserts, who have had to fight to get chains like Walmart and Whole Foods to come in, the worry is, will these stores want to reopen even after things stabilize?
You shut down with those few stores that are in the community. How long can people go on with that? How desperate do people get after that?
You finally decided to be a leader. And I can sit here and be happy about this, but I'm disappointed because you should have been did this. Because as soon as you saw crime spiking at any point, I don't care about all these other years where it was up, it was down, it was this way, now it's that way. So it's not really a problem now. If crime is spiking, do something about it. It's not that hard. It's not that much of a geometrical equation to figure out. If it's a problem, help solve the problem. You were outright defunding police. You were planning to get rid of $80 million But now, after all this time, you finally realize, oh my God, my city is not clean anymore. You spent all that time worrying about everything else. You weren't worrying about your own community. You sat there and did nothing. You really pointed the blame at store owners instead of being a leader who's realizing that, I said all this stuff about defunding the police, and I'm noticing that there are still criminals about. I'm not really sure what to do. It's called get the police. I understand everybody has their reservations about law enforcement. I can't sit here and say that those things aren't warranted, but you can't sit here and say, oh, crime is gonna go down if we get rid of the police. And the reason crime is this way is because of the police. And all these different things are because of the police. Because when you get rid of them and the crime spikes, then what? What's the spin gonna be? Oh my God. Oh, I guess the spin now is nobody's protecting themselves. And you store owners, you didn't do a good job. And I'm disappointed because you don't have security cameras. You're not hiring security in order to do the thing the cops are supposed to do. Wow, what a concept. I am embarrassed for the city of Chicago because this is your leader. Somebody who let you just suffer for months on end and only realize now that it's time to get some help. Oh my God, I need help now. We need this now. Please help us. You're embarrassing. And I don't know when the election process is for mayors in Chicago, but if I'm being honest, y'all need a new mayor. I don't care if it's a Democratic mayor. I don't care if it's a Republican mayor. You need a new one. You need somebody that's actually going to help you and actually hope to solve the problems in your inner city. Because I guarantee you, Lori Lightfoot is just going to keep being the embarrassment for that entire city. Subscribe to the channel, everybody. Merry Christmas. Go give gifts. Go scam a child. Go give a little kid a box. Make them think it's a PS5 and it's a lump of coal because they've been bad this year. I'll see y'all next year, my ho-ho-hos.